Oh no!
Hi, I'm Phil. Welcome to Pretty Good Cooking.
Pretty good.
Tonight on the show, I'm going to teach you how to make quiche. This is going to be a bacon and cheddar quiche, and this is a picture of what it looks like. Courtney and I love quiche. It's one of Courtney's favorite things to make, but for some reason, I'm the one making it tonight. Tonight's first step, Courtney and I are actually filming at an appropriate time to consume alcohol. It's the evening, so we're going to have a drink. I'm having a Lagunitas Lil Something. This is what it looks like. Judah and the VA gang sent me more shit, including this shirt. So it makes you feel good. And on the back, there's a beer. When it's time for a drink break, choose beer. And that logo is not at all related to Goya, which, by the way that ended up on this shirt is that Brett, co-host of the PDC podcast, told Judah that I'm a huge Goya fan. It's not actually true. I got no problem with Goya, but Brett has tricked us all once more with his machinations. At any rate, let's have this beer. Courtney's drinking a beer too. What you drinking, Courtney?
Urban Artifact Gyroscope. It's fruity and tart.
That's too much for me. That's pretty good. I don't know if I've had that before, but it says it's smooth and silky, and it's an IPA. Good stuff. All right. So this is like PDC. You know, we're never that creative anyways, but there's going to be a lot of things in this episode that we've done recently. So I'm thanking fans for sending me shit, and I'm plugging Hulk Home's Homestead. What the f is it called? Hulk Home's Haven Homestead. Another beautiful, locally sourced pork product, smoked bacon ends. That's right, these are high quality, fresh bacon. Really excited for this. I've been thinking about this for days. So I'm gonna use my totally amazing PGC knife to open this product. There's just so much product placement. All right, and here are the bacon ends. They're fatty. These smell so good, Courtney. You gotta smell it right now. Smell that.
Ooh.
It smells really nice. So we're gonna get a cast iron skillet, heat it up. All right, so we don't need to let this really get hot at all. We can just plunk this whole thing right in the pan. That's a pound of bacon ends. 1 pound. We're gonna break that up with a spoon, and we're gonna preheat the oven. We're gonna get the oven preheated to 350. Now, as this heats up, we'll break this bacon up. You could also just use regular old bacon, and like you can crumble it at the end, but this is a great way to use bacon ends. Good value. There's nothing I like more than a good value. And you don't have to work as hard. Can't beat that. You take that to the bank, or credit union. Now we're gonna add a little onion. Onion's not Courtney's favorite thing, but we're gonna cook them and then we're gonna bake them. So these are gonna be well-cooked onions, much to Courtney's relief. But I'm gonna cook them with the bacon so they get soft. Honestly, like a white or yellow onion might be more appropriate than red, but I got this guy going and I gotta use it, so. I'm just gonna do some thin slices of red onion. You can use a discretionary amount. That's what we'll call it, discretionary. All right, and there's our onion, just like that. And those, just a handful of onions.
Stop moving your hand.
Handful of onions. I can't stop moving my hand. I'm cooking. All right, that is straight in the pan. Now, the fact that we've chopped and added onions to this makes me feel like we're actually cooking. Good stuff. All right, and now I can start to break up the bacon a little bit more. I gotta tell you, this smells so damn good. And you know, like this pork was smoked at the same time in the same way as that ham hock from that bean stew that we had. It smells very similar, and it's just bringing back excellent memories of how good that stew tasted. Look at this, they're just breaking up. We've got a nice little piece of bacon. Right now, I didn't even have to chop them. I just had to massage them with a spoon. That's not as hard, right? So we're on medium heat. We don't want to cook this too fast. And bacon's one of those things that you cook it a little bit slower. Gives them more time to kind of, for the fat to render down. And you can see that now I've pretty much fully broken it up here in the pan. And so we'll let that just render down. And we'll mix it around from time to time. This is exciting stuff. This is a pan full of wonderful. All right. Now while that's going, we can start the other steps, the other processes. So we got a pie pan. This is a 9-inch glass pie pan. I learned as I was looking through our cupboards that we have both a 9-inch pie pan and a 9.5-inch pie pan. We have a lot of pie pans. And that's because we bought them for our wedding. My sister made a shitload of pies. If you need a pie pan, glass pie pan, you let me know. We'll work something out. I'm not mailing anybody anything. Alright, we don't f with making pie crust. I don't really f with baking. Not baking. I buy it refrigerated. You should too. Don't bother making pie crust. There's no point. Don't bother. Don't even think about it. So we got that Bakehouse Creations. So there's a 2-pack. We only need one. What are we gonna do with the other? Nobody knows. You can see all the pieces are starting to actually separate here. These are actually stored in fat. So there's quite a bit of fat in the pan. Tasty bacon grease. All right. So here's our pie crust, individually wrapped. So the key with pie crust is to be slow. Slow and steady. So starting in one corner, we very slowly as can be reasonable, unfurl it into the pan. It doesn't need to be greased or anything, does it?
Yeah, probably did.
Shit. All right, pie crust in, unfurl slowly. All right, then we push the crust into the pan like you do. And so surely there's better, ways of doing this. Like if you know what you're doing, but I always just kind of push it until I'm happy with it. And so I always end up with some part that looks like that where it's f***ed up. But then you put a lot of egg and cheese in there, what does it matter? It doesn't matter. It don't matter. This is tremendous. We're basically deep frying this bacon in its own fat. Tremendous. All right, that's good enough. What else can we do? We can mix up the egg mixture. So into this cup, we gotta put 4 eggs. Alright, that's 3 eggs. I need one more. This is the fancy free-range egg. Only one little bit of fanciness in this. Now, because I did not do this in the right order, I gotta look at the fill line. Hey, how crazy is that? That's 1 cup of eggs. That's pretty easy. So to this, we're gonna add 1 cup of half and half. And that's very easy to do because 1 plus 1 is 2. Big old egg brain. And my God, that seems like a shitload of half and half, doesn't it? All right, looking at our bacon once more. It's starting to brown nicely. The onions are starting to brown nicely as well. So I'm gonna turn this all the way down to the lowest heat. We're just gonna let this go real slow until we're totally ready for it. Keep rendering the nice bacon. This is the render motion. All right, now we beat the eggs, but then we season them first. Put a big pinch of salt, maybe 2, and some pepper. A few grinds of pepper. I like to beat eggs with a fork, and you don't need to beat it super hard. Just mix it up pretty well. Make sure the yolks are broken, but don't whip this. All right. So from there, we just gotta wait for that to get done, and then we can throw everything together and we'll have a quiche. So we just need a couple more minutes on this, and we will be back. Okay, over here, our bacon is to a place where I like it, where we got some nice cooked pieces. It's darker, but it's not burnt. And then those onions are looking real nice too. So we're gonna transfer them to a paper plate. Not a paper plate, a paper towel lined plate. Probably not a good idea to use a paper plate for this purpose, because we're going to try to get some of the grease off of them. If you leave all the grease on this bacon, then you are going to have a soggy bottom quiche. And nobody wants that. Even if you drain the grease, you might end up with that. That is a very plausible outcome. So I'm going to keep scooping this out until I'm done. It's taking me a long time because this tool is limited in its ability to do the job. All right, and I am going to drain this into a jar, being very careful.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're gonna break the jar. It's hot oil.
No, I'm not going to break the jar.
How much do you want to bet?
Whatever you want to bet, I will bet it. It's a mason jar.
I'll bet you $50.
$50, done. You're not going to pay me $50.
I will.
You're not.
Oh, if it breaks, you gotta pay me.
Okay, I'm draining into the mason jar. Alright, jar is not broken.
It could be cracked.
It is not cracked.
I'll check it later.
Alright. Courtney is being a troll. She's just trying to trigger PTSD from the incident. All right, there's a little bit more bacon in there that we can scrape out if we want. My God, you're greasy. All right, so very carefully, you can take another couple paper towels and set them on top, pat your bacon. It's usually really hot, so if you just like hold your hand there, you will be in pain. But if you just pat it, you should be okay. Let's give that a taste. My God, that's so good. Man, that tastes very similar to that ham hock, but it's got a way better texture. It's even more smoky. Man, I don't know what they'd be doing to this pig, but it's nice. Okay, now we can start putting things into our quiche. Now, how much bacon do you want to put in? That's the eternal question, right? This is an excessive amount of bacon for what we're doing. We don't actually need this much. So we'll just snack on the rest. So I would say, you know, start with the small fiddly bits, like so. Probably stop there for now. We put about half the bacon in. We're gonna add some cheese, and then we're gonna pour the cream over top with the idea that it needs like a top layer for it to really be like a quiche on top. Or you could mix it all up. I'm basically following a recipe from Pillsbury.com, so I'm just doing what it told me to do. Here's our bag of Parmesan cheese, Happy Belly cheese, which is just the best thing ever that Jeff Bezos sells us cheese now. All right, here's our 1 cup of cheddar cheese. And we're gonna sprinkle it all around our bacon. Now let's add a little Parmesan for a depth of cheese flavor. So there's a little grated Parm. Now it's a 2 cheese quiche. Fantastic. Oh, Vinny got real excited for that. His little Italian brain, he knew his ancestral cheese. Okay, so now mixing up our creaminess. I'm gonna pour this over the top, like so. And we can use that fork to kind of evenly move the shits about. This will rise a little bit. I'm already worried about it, you know, overflowing. But for aesthetics, let's see if we can make happy face. 2 eyes. Yeah. That looks good, right?
What inspired you to make a happy face quiche?
I'm just happy. All right, that looks full to me. Don't overfill it. Press down the sides a little bit if you want. We just throw it in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Carefully place your quiche, your happy quiche, into the oven and wish it well on its journey. I think it's gonna take 40, 50 minutes. We'll set it to 30 minutes to check, and we will be back. It's been 30 minutes. Let's check on our work. Come on over. It's clearly still very wet. We lost part of our smiley face there, but that's okay. That's all right. It is set, so it's solid, but we need it to firm up a little bit more. So we'll check it again in 10 minutes, and then we might do 10 minutes more. We'll see. Be back. Been another 10 minutes, and we got something here that looks like a quiche. All right, you can see that popping up, crust a little bit brown. It's to be expected. All right, so the first test is to take the side of a knife and kind of press on it. See, you know, is that fully set? So there's some give, but it feels fairly set to me. Now, after that, well, actually, here's an example of, oh no, never mind. So our smiley face got a little f***ed up, but we as its Frankenstein creator also did not give it a nose.
We?
Yeah, the royal we.
You made that shit.
Okay, so you gotta put a knife in the middle to see if it comes out clean.
Hold on. Don't do it yet.
So give your horrible creation a nose, something to breathe out of. And if it comes out clean, which it did, quiche is done.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. What do you think?
Maybe you should do the toothpick.
Pillsbury said use a butter knife. Oh, I didn't go all the way down, but it's greasy, but I don't think it's wet. I think it's totally set. Yeah, I think we're good. I don't think it's runny at all. So we're gonna let that cool. 5 to 10 minutes, then we'll serve it up. And the eggs will continue to cook, so even if it's a little underdone, it'll be done. It'll be fine. There's no evidence that it's not done. We'll be right back. It's time to cut the quiche. So we'll move it over here. All right. So I'm using a butter knife. You got a pie scoop, you could use that.
A pie scoop? That's what it's called?
I don't know, Courtney. I just want to eat this quiche.
Me too. Oh, you're killing him.
I'm not killing him.
Ah, sorry.
I'm hungry, so I'm gonna get a big piece. Look at that nice quiche. Unbelievably good. Now, a lot of times, you get a quiche in a restaurant, they serve it with a little fancy salad on the side. Does anyone want that little bullshit salad? I don't know, but look at this. We got some artisanal lettuces that I can just pluck right out of here. Right? This needs thinning anyways, right?
probably not gonna hear anything you're saying.
Just making a little salad. Now look at this. It doesn't get fresher than that. We pulled it out of the box, pulling the dirt off the
Oh
salad.
my god.
We give it a wash to get the rest of the dirt off. Here's our simple salad on the side. But wait, gotta put a little tomato on that too. 2 little tomatoes. We grew them in our hydroponic garden.
We did not.
And that right there is a $20 brunch. Starts with oil, that's one part of the dressing. Rolls out. And just to make it totally amazing and pretentious and real, to upgrade your $20 brunch to a $30 airport brunch, we'll add locally harvested and homemade organic ramp vinegar. Just that little splash.
This is my plate, right?
No, this is how it works. We gotta finish the episode, then you get a salad. Let's try the quiche. So here it is, cutting into it. Looks nice and cheesy. It tastes so good. Holy shit, that's good. That amazing bacon flavored the whole thing. So greasy with the whole flavor of the bacon. It's cheesy, it's creamy. My personal preference with quiche, I like to take a big thing of salsa and just dump it on there, or put it with a hot sauce. But it's so good, you don't even need it. It doesn't even need it. That is delicious. And let's eat my simple salad. Oh yeah.
How's that lettuce?
Tastes great. Well, that's how you do it. That's how you make quiche. Top it with hot sauce, sour cream, salsa, whatever you want. It's great. It's even better. You can eat it cold. It keeps well for a day or two. That's how you make this quiche. Thank you for your time. I gotta make a salad for Courtney. But wait, we can't end the episode yet.
Why?
Courtney, I would like you to assess the integrity of this jar. How does it look?
I'm not so sure. I think we should leave it to the audience to decide. Does this jar look like it's damaged? How is its structural integrity? Tell us in the comments.
Seems fine to me.
Seems to me.
Okay, bye.